Taiwan. I have to thank very much Taiwan because Taiwan changed my life.
It's important to keep Taiwan safe and free.
I don't think China should be able to get access to the Pacific.
Everyone should help Taiwan. It's a democratic country that certainly needs everyone's assistance when a large country in their vicinity will do something to them.
I think European Union needs to protect its own system of values, international system of values that upkeep our own prosperity and security. And without standing behind Taiwan and for Taiwan, Europe is even more exposed.
新闻硬邦邦，听新闻最爽。我是节目主持人斯坦，欢迎各位收看。我现在人到了比利时布鲁塞尔，也就是我们欧盟议会、欧盟委员会跟欧盟理事会的总部的地方。那因为欧洲理事会也是在这里，其实欧盟理事会跟欧洲理事会这中文翻译有点像，但实际上这是两个不同的机构。那我现在这边刚好就是各种跟欧盟相关的建筑物在我的周围，在附近也有观光客啊，也有在这里上班的人啊，也有一些欧洲的官员。那今天我要做一个街访，他们到底对台湾了解多少？然后他们认为欧盟应不应该支持台湾？我们开始吧。What comes to your mind when you hear the word Taiwan?
Taiwan is on my mind an island with high technology, English speaker, and good food.
Okay.
And yeah, mainly I would like the first instant. This is what come up in my mind.
Have you been there?
No, never. I have some friends. I met some interesting people, really nice and friendly. So really fun as well. But I've never been. I would like.
Welcome to Taiwan. Hope that you will visit one day. And secondly, as a European, do you think that the European Union should protect and help Taiwan if anything bad happens?
For sure, it's always nice to give a hand if a friend is in trouble. It's true, like European Union is a collection of different countries, yeah. And interest and connection. For example, a small country from Estonia, in mind, could be really far away. Taiwan. I'm from Italy. This could be really more connected. So for sure, it could be do the best possible to give a hand in case of problems, because it's important to have a good commercial relationship, always to have a good relationship in general, and for sure give a hand, yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. What comes to your mind when you hear the word Taiwan?
Taiwan, well, what comes to my mind is Asia, because I know Taiwan is in Asia, so yeah, I don't really know too much about Taiwanese or people or just the country in general, so yeah. Asia.
It's in Asia. Okay. Yeah. And do you think, let me tell you, because Taiwan is being challenged by some countries that are nearby, do you think if something bad happens to Taiwan, European Union should help?
I mean, I'm not really into this too much because I don't really know too much. But I mean, I'd say, yeah, I think help from the EU.
EU, yeah.
From the EU, yeah, I think they should help.
我刚刚有跟你讲一下中文，你可以自我介绍一下吗？
我的汉语不好，我叫 Marco. My name is Lo Priore, and I've been in Brussels since 1992.
Wow.
Long time. And you were asking about
what comes to your mind when you hear the word Taiwan?
Taiwan. I have to thank very much Taiwan because Taiwan changed my life. Because from Taiwan came our Kung Fu master Chiang Tzu-Yao, who with Chiang Kai-shek set up in Taiwan the school of training of the police and the army until the 70s, and then from there came to Europe in Italy, and then from Italy set up schools all around Europe. It's the Chiang Tzu-Yao Chang Kung Fu schools, and we're very grateful for that. So when you speak about Taiwan, it immediately comes to my mind the Chiang Tzu-Yao story, and actually this January I went to Guangzhou to find the roots of the master, because he was trained there in the 40s in the military school there in Taiwan. And so very good things came from Taiwan in the area of martial arts.
Okay.
External and internal styles of combat.
Yeah, they preserved it pretty well.
Absolutely. We try to keep the traditional style of Kung Fu, try to stick to the roots as much as possible, to work on the Qi, the internal energy, but also to transform it into external combat techniques, which are very effective. So one day I hope to go to Taiwan.
Welcome to Taiwan. Hope you'll enjoy your time there.
And train there. Now we have the schools here in Europe, but one day I will go to Taiwan for sure. Yes.
Thank you. Hope you'll enjoy your time in Taiwan.
Thank you very
What
much.
comes to your mind when you hear the word Taiwan?
So I think about war, about what's happening in the world, like India and Pakistan. Maybe it could happen in Taiwan in a few months or few years. So that's what I think.
So you're anxious about the possibility of an open conflict?
Yeah, of course. Like I think everyone, because there is war in India, in Europe, with Ukraine, for the moment it's okay with American and Chinese, but it could come back. We don't know.
Do you think that, because we're in Brussels right now,
Yeah.
do you think that the European Union should help Taiwan if anything bad happens?
Of course, because that's there is how to say that it's where the microchips are
Yeah.
made, and we need it for our economy, for everything. So it's important to keep Taiwan safe and free.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a great answer.
Fantastic street food, beautiful nature, and super friendly people.
Have you been there?
3 times.
Wow. Where? Taipei, or you visited other cities too?
Taipei, Tainan mainly, but we've been around. Yes.
Where did you like it more?
Well, my children are born in Tainan,
Okay.
so Tainan.
Okay. Tainan is beautiful. I've been there last time. Just an amazing city. Very historic. And second question. Right now we're in Brussels. Do you think that the European Union should help Taiwan if anything bad happens?
Yes, everyone should help Taiwan. It's a democratic country that certainly needs everyone's assistance when a large country in their vicinity will do something to it.
Alrighty. So, question number 1. What comes to your mind when you hear the word Taiwan?
I guess I know it's an island, so I think that's an island. It's democratic as well.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all I can say about the first question, yes.
Great. And right now we're in Brussels. Do you think that the European Union should help Taiwan if anything bad happens to it?
I think it should. I don't think China should be able to get access to the Pacific if it falls into Chinese hands, because I think it's a strategic position and it's a strategic ally as well, since I know it manufactures a lot of microchips and stuff like that, so I reckon it's important. Yeah.
Wow, you know a lot. Thank you so much. What comes to your mind when you hear the word Taiwan?
Conflict with China.
Conflict with China. Can you tell me more about it?
Taiwan wants to be independent. It is independent, but China says that Taiwan is part of China.
And right now we're in Brussels. Do you think that the European Union should help Taiwan if China decides to attack?
Yes, definitely.
Why do you think so?
Because the European Union is doing so many things in very different fields, and we are talking about declaring that a country has the right to auto-define themselves as a country, so European Union should help doing that.
So yeah, basically let Taiwan be Taiwan, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. What comes to your mind when you hear the word Taiwan?
I hear what comes to my mind, the pressure that China is putting on Taiwan, and that Europe should definitely get behind Taiwan, because it goes directly into what are the stated goals of the European community, and liberal democracy, different freedom, freedom of the press, freedom for their own particular country and whatnot. So, yeah, Europe should definitely stand up for Taiwan.
So you think that if anything bad happens to Taiwan, Europe will also be badly impacted?
Yes, for sure.
Why do you think so?
I think that Europe will then react against mainland China, and that will then hurt trade with the European Union. I think that Europe would be seen as being rather hypocritical if it didn't do anything or if it allowed this to happen. So it'll hurt the position of the European Union worldwide. I think that Europe now the European Union plays a very critical role right now, because you're seeing a change in direction from the United States. So the only one to fill that vacuum, that hole right now is Europe for the defense of liberal democracy, freedom, and all the rest of it. So Europe hopefully will rise to the occasion and be able to fulfill that role. And Taiwan's critical to that because that's the next country being threatened by the autocratic states.
Yeah, and actually there is a change. Like last month, there was the first resolution by the European Parliament actually supporting Taiwan.
Good.
We see some good changes finally.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, very well.
Have a wonderful day. You too. What comes to your mind when you hear the word Taiwan?
The sea.
See? Right?
I feel a little bit disrespect, but wait. And bad things like gangsters.
Gangsters.
A little bit of gangsters.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, and right now Taiwan is being challenged by China. China said that they're going to invade. Yeah. So do you think if anything bad happens to Taiwan, like an invasion from China, the European Union should help?
Yes and no at the same time. I ain't gonna lie.
What do you mean by that? Yes.
What do I mean? I mean, both of them are big. No, we're a big country, big continent. So, if the Europe put their nose in this business, it will be a big problem because they got so much weapons, everything, also a lot of money. We don't have any capacity or the guts to go there and challenge them.
But America is helping Taiwan already.
America is helping.
Yeah.
Then America is enough.
America is enough, but do you think that NATO, maybe including the United Kingdom, European countries like Germany, France, Poland?
France, no, they got bigger problem. The president's already a big problem enough. The president with, what's his name again for Russian? I think that's name, Putin. Both of them already got big problems, so he ain't gonna waste his time to go. But America, with Donald Trump, now Donald Trump become president, he can make an end about that. He can make a stop to this invasion from China to Taiwan. I believe that Donald Trump can make definition an end. Yeah.
Okay, so you like Donald Trump?
Yeah. He's a good president, I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, and one final thing.
Yeah.
What about humanitarian aid? Like medical, providing asylum. What do you think about this kind of help? Not being involved directly.
No.
Humanitarian.
They can help with education, everything. If there's, of course, for me the most important are those children because they're the future of this world. So the medication, everything, food, health, new clothes. If they need it, maybe Europe can give a little bit of their new clothes or old clothes to them, so they can miss nothing about it. So let's say for this part of here, like a medicine of new clothes, Europe can put a little bit of money on us. Like helping. Yeah, I can say.
Thank you. Let me tell you one thing. Why Taiwan is important.
Yeah, really.
You have a phone, right?
I know, yes.
Yeah. Microchip that is inside of your phone is made in Taiwan by a Taiwanese company. It's one of the most technologically developed countries in the world. And right now their GDP per capita is very close to the Japanese one. They're very developed. It's a very rich country.
Yeah.
So having business there, if anything bad happens to it, trade will be disrupted because most of the trade goes through Taiwan Strait, and the relationships with Japan, with Korea, with the Philippines, with India will also be affected. So if we work together, not only Americans but also Europeans, British, Indians, right, Japanese people, if we work together and protect our democratic ally, maybe this war can be prevented.
You know what? Let's go for Europe for all time.
Okay.
I gotta check my bag real quick.
Okay. Because you still need your phone, right?
Yes, I still need my phone.
You still need your phone because the prices of those phones will probably triple or quadruple if Taiwan gets invaded. So, yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Have a good one. What comes to your mind when you hear the word Taiwan?
I mean, when I hear the word Taiwan, it comes to my mind democracy and resilience. I mean, they are fighting against a regime that actually, I mean, you know where we're here.
Yes,
So it's
hostile,
like democracy,
not friendly. Yeah. Okay. And as we're right now in Brussels, do you think that the European Union should help Taiwan if anything bad happens to it?
I mean, they definitely have to be prepared for any kind of a scenario that could happen. Recently we saw what happened with Russia and Ukraine.
Yeah, Ukraine. Yeah.
And I don't think they were prepared for this. So now that we have the experience, definitely we should be preparing for any kind of a scenario that could happen, right?
Okay. Okay. So you think that Europe should come and help?
Definitely,
democratic allies?
has to be some plans.
Have you ever been to Taiwan?
I have never been to Taiwan.
I hope that you will come there and enjoy your time.
Definitely,
It's a very
will be
beautiful
really
country.
nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much. What comes to your mind when you hear the word Taiwan?
I hear a democracy.
Democracy. Well, anything else?
Well, I think it's a small democracy challenged by an autocratic Chinese Communist Party.
So, right now we're in Brussels. Do you think that the European Union should help Taiwan if anything bad happens? War, for example.
I think the European Union needs to protect its own system of values, international system of values that upkeep our own prosperity and security. And without standing behind Taiwan and for Taiwan, Europe is even more exposed.
非常感谢各位的观看，如果喜欢这种内容的影片，请要帮我按赞、订阅跟留言。想赞助的话，在这里跟片下面会Patron跟应援科技这两个网站的连接。我是斯坦，我们下次见，拜拜。